FIFA Club World Cup schedule is out. Here's all the information you need to know if you're going to Real Madrid games, Atleti games, Inter Miami games, and so on. First and foremost, tickets go on sale on Thursday the 19th of December at 10 a.m. Eastern. You can go on FIFA.com/tickets. Just make sure you're already registered. But here's the schedule. Now I know it's a bit hard, so let me break it down for you. Now first and foremost, Club World Cup schedule of Real Madrid. Real Madrid plays Al Hilal first, Monday 18th of June, at Miami Hard Rock Stadium. Then they play Pachuca on Sunday the 22nd of June in Charlotte, Bank of America Stadium. And to finish the group stage, we play Salzburg on Friday, June 27 at Philadelphia Lincoln Financial Field. But anyways, here's the rest. We start out in Atlanta at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Chelsea vs Leon, Inter Miami vs Porto, and Manchester City vs Al Ain. And they will also do 2 round of 16 matches and a quarterfinal match. And next in Charlotte, the Bank of America Stadium, we will have the Real Madrid vs Pachuca game, the Bayern Munich vs Benfica game, and 2 round of 16 matches. And here are all the games in Cincinnati at the TQO Stadium. They will have Bayern Munich vs Auckland City, Pachuca vs Red Bull Salzburg, Mamelodi Sundowns vs Borussia Dortmund, and Dortmund vs Olsen. And at the Rose Bowl Stadium, they will have PSG vs Atletico de Madrid, Monterrey vs Inter Milan, PSG vs Botafogo, River Plate vs Monterrey, Atletico de Madrid vs Botafogo, Urawa Red Diamonds vs Monterrey. And in Miami at the Hard Rock Stadium, you have Inter Miami vs Al Ahly, Boca Juniors vs Benfica, Real Madrid vs Al Hilal, Bayern Munich vs Boca Juniors, Inter Miami vs Palmeiras, Fluminense vs Mamelodi Sundowns, and lastly 2 round of 16 games. And in Nashville, you have these games: Leon vs Esperance Sportif de Tunis, Auckland City vs Boca Juniors, and Al Hilal vs Pachuca. Now at the MetLife Stadium in New York, New Jersey, you will have Palmeiras vs Porto, Fluminense vs Dortmund, Palmeiras Al Ahly, Fluminense vs Olsen, Porto vs Al Ahly, the quarterfinal, then 2 semifinals, and obviously the final. Now we go to Orlando. At the Camping World Stadium, you have 2 games: Leon vs Flamengo, and Juve vs Man City. And not only that, they will also host a round of 16 game and also a quarterfinal game. Now the Intercohen Stadium, Olsen will play Mamelodi Sundown and Benfica will play Auckland City. Now at the Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, you will have these games: Flamengo vs Esperance de Tunis, Manchester City vs Wydad, Flamengo vs Chelsea, Juventus vs Wydad, Esperance de Tunis vs Chelsea, Salzburg vs Real Madrid, and then the round of 16, and also the quarterfinal. And at the Lumen Field in Seattle, you have these games: Seattle vs Botafogo, River Plate vs Urawa Red Diamonds, Seattle Sounders vs Atletico de Madrid, Inter Milan vs Urawa Red Diamonds, Seattle vs PSG, and lastly Inter Milan vs River Plate. And lastly, in Washington DC at the Audi Field, you have these 3 games: you have Juve Al Ain, Salzburg vs Al Hilal, Wydad vs Al Ain. And well, if you're going to any of these games, let me know. But anyways, let me know what you guys think.